So this is the new endurance run.
Yep, welcome.
Hello? Talk some more.
It's kind of difficult. Oh, it shakes so much when I do that. All right. Enough of that.
You see how wide you could make your mouth before it fell over. So this is ZombiU.
Yeah, one of the big launch titles here.
Ubisoft has done an incredible disservice giving it the worst name in the world.
I was actually sitting here contemplating that while we were getting ready to shoot this, of just how bad ZombiU is as a title. Especially because zombie, like with the Italian spelled this way, the Argento influence there, would be awesome. That's a nice touch, but ZombiU just kills it.
It is. It makes this game, which it makes this game come across as shovelware or launch software that, sure, maybe it's got a neat idea but doesn't do a whole lot with it like a lot of launch games.
Are you saying that's not the case?
Happy to report that ZombiU is actually pretty awesome.
Oh, good. Was this game not in development? This was something else.
It was
for a while?
like Killer Freaks from Outer Space or something like that. It was part of a Wii U tech demo from E3 2011. It was a shooter showing off like what's possible, mostly with having some stuff on the second screen with a shooter on the top screen. I think there was a big feature on Polygon where they talked about the evolution of the game. But basically, the game we have gotten is ZombiU.
So first-person zombie survival horror.
Yep. So you have two main modes. You have this survivor mode, or you have sort of like the regular mode. Basically, the difference is survivor mode, you spawn into the world once as this survivor in this zombie apocalypse, and when you die, it is over. Game over. I am playing the more rational mode, where when you die, when your character respawns into the world as a zombie, and your equipment is still on them, and you can go back and get it, but if you die on your way getting that equipment, you're fucked. So it's a little Dark Soulsian in that respect.
Okay, but when you say character, you mean literally a character in the world is dead, and you're then taking control of a different character.
Yes.
That has to go and hunt down.
Yes.
The person you were playing as before, who is now turned zombie.
Let's see where we're.
They give you much greater context other than just like, is there a big story going on here, or is it very much just like moment to moment?
London has zombies.
Okay.
That is about it. All right, let's see what my objective is.
But I mean, they're not trying to get into some sort of silly like Umbrella Corp conspiracy.
Well, so there is a little bit. Like if I pull up my backpack, I've been picking up these different notes. They actually speak about this Black Prophecy, which was, I guess, a resurgence of the plague. That went throughout Europe.
The Blight.
So this. Supposedly, this was something that people knew about. The government didn't prepare people. The government didn't believe the prophecies, and so the prophecy of this plague is back again. All right. So
all right, and clearly from the condition of things, it's been going for a little bit.
Yeah. All right, I gotta head back to.
Are we in a train station right now? Oop.
We are in the hub.
Okay.
That you will respawn back into if you die, but there's also. Get my bearings. I was just wandering around. Oh, it's over here. So this is a sort of a hub location that throughout the world you will encounter new shortcuts that you can unlock. So this is, you can come back here to save, or you will find save points throughout the world. But the save points are they will save your progress and you can come back to it. But again, if you die, that save point doesn't mean anything except that you can transport back to that location or respawn back at that location.
So character death is...
It's permanent.
Permanent regardless of the mode. Got it.
So I'll show it when we load up to the next section, but your equipment you can gather as long as you're able to kill your zombie on the first run, kind of doing a corpse run in an MMO or Dark Souls. You have specific character progress that flatlines upon respawning. So if you fire a gun 4 times, you'll gain some proficiency with that. If you fire a shotgun X amount of times, you'll gain some proficiency with that.
And you're rocking a cricket bat right now?
Yeah, because resources are real dire in this game. So I got this skills screen. So you'll see it says infected remaining 4, infected remaining 5. So basically, using various weapons brings that stuff up, but you don't have a lot of it. A lot of ammunition. So using that stuff, you need to be real specific.
Gotta make that shit count.
This is not as close as I want to be. There should be another one. Here we go. So the current mission I'm on is I busted into like the Queen's Palace, Buckingham Palace, and discovered someone who's working on a cure. So I am tracking down various documents for them to make progress on the cure. You see this blip at the bottom. The blip, this is an upgraded pad. You have this pad that basically looks like the Wii U gamepad. And that can be upgraded throughout the game. So in this case, like now it is blipping, so that'll show zombie movement.
Okay.
Sort of like, you know, like an Alien or Aliens. In the previous incarnation of this game, of this pad, you had to press a button in the corner in order to get those blips. So it was a little more player intense if you wanted to get those benefits.
Oh, your camera's all dirty.
Yeah, it does that. That's a good effect. I like that. So it's got some dumb stuff in this game where you have to tap on a
little mini games.
Yeah,
fold into
it's a very
simple activities.
DS way of handling some of this
Turn back
stuff.
over to the.
Okay, now I have a better sense of back where I'm at. This game is very dark, very desolate. You don't get a whole lot of sense of where you are. You're constantly turning your lights on and off. You have a flashlight that recharges automatically when you turn it off. It charges, you know, pretty quickly. You don't have to scrounge for batteries or anything like that.
Just weapons and health.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get to that little pointer you can see on the gamepad. Figure out where that is. I think it's
that way.
over here. So you can die very easily in this game, and when you die, it's. Oh, is this not it?
You beat those boxes?
I don't think so.
No.
I can sit here and try and beat those boxes. Fuck, where do I have to go? Maybe it was down where I came from.
Fall damage a concern?
Fall damage is a real concern. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to go this way.
Bloody hell, I've just realised where you are. That's Ron Friedman's place. All you'll find in there is a soft-headed imbecile who turned the Ravens away from the truth.
Oh.
If you're going in, be careful. Ron Friedman is a lying sack of shite. Don't believe a word he says. He'll send you off on some wild goose chase.
Headshot's the only way to kill him?
No. Alright. This is bad. Oh, shit. I did not prepare properly for this. Oh.
You're now in a corner.
Okay. That should keep them out.
At least for a second here.
I'm not sure. I'm about to find out. So when you access your backpack, everything is still happening in real time.
Yeah, there's no pausing, right?
No. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna hold. I think the metal doors hold. So we're now hoping they will eventually get distracted and leave.
Okay. You still have to deal with those zombies at some point.
Yeah. Well, I have a plan.
No.
My plan is to use these flares you can throw, which will attract them, and then I have this. We should take them all out.
gone.
Oh, they're still standing there.
Fuck. Maybe they can smell you. Maybe too
Yeah,
close.
maybe I'll walk away a little bit. Turn off this light. So a lot of times you spend this game in complete darkness just waiting for those blips to go away. The game does a really good job of creating a good sense of tension. All right, they're not gonna move.
No,
we're gonna have to.
No choice here.
Okay. That should take them out. So no matter what situation you are in, they will get attracted to the flares. You can use that to your advantage in a bunch of different situations.
There's still other ones around.
Where's that other one? Oh,
Behind the door.
Great, you got stuck in the
Clipped
geometry.
into the geometry.
Fine. Totally fine.
You happy with that?
Yep. So they're dumb enough that they will. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Launch games. They're dumb enough that they will even run into fires if you throw a flare out. So rather than having to use a flare and a Molotov cocktail, maybe you just throw the flare into the fire. But oftentimes, if you can find a way to not use your stuff, don't use your stuff.
Sure.
So another use of this, the gamepad, is when you pull one of the triggers, you can analyze what's in your environment. So rather than actually having to loot everything, you can it'll just mark it on your map like, hey, this is something you need to go look at. So you can kind of walk into a room, immediately get a sense of what's useful, and immediately move on. I have this thing called Viricide, which is basically can one-shot a zombie with this needle if you're in a real bad way. I don't know if that. I'm pretty sure that triggers automatically. Like if you're in a you're going to die situation, it will use that. And then you can refill it by tracking down new zombies. So I got another Molotov cocktail, which is, I don't know why that zombie was carrying that flaming equipment on him. That seems like
he would be too attracted to it.
Yeah, just burn himself to the ground. So like, yeah, when you come into a new room, immediately start scanning things. So it'll also pick up zombie bodies in the room. And the first thing you want to do is make sure
they're dead.
Yeah. Because they will come back.
God damn.
Let's see, anything else I need to worry about? Let's go in that room. So one thing. Ooh. One thing I can't show off because we were doing this quick look prior to the patch Nintendo insisted would be out prior to launch, but we're getting dangerously close without the patch. But introduces the Nintendo Network functionality.
Right.
So this is me hitting the B button.
This is something that we saw at E3. That kind of one of the key points they were showing off was the fact that other people on your friends list would show up in your world as zombies.
I think so, yeah. And then also more importantly, taking a tip from Dark Souls. If I pull up my backpack, pull up my gear, I've got this spray can, and the spray can allows you to do pretty similar things. Well, I'm not sure exactly how the interface works because it won't even let you interact with it yet.
Okay.
But one would assume that allows you to tag the world with messages. So, for example, I recently came across a safe room that would have allowed me to save, get some equipment, kind of gather my wits about me, but I could not find the keypad combination for the life of me. So that would have been a situation where, if that functionality were present, someone could have left that information for me rather than risking going around fighting off zombies.
Kill that zombie.
Yeah, you're right. But that is not there yet, and hopefully by the time we do the live stream, that stuff will be in there. Oh. What I really like about this game is that, in a Dark Souls sort of way, oh shit! What the fuck? Ah! Fuck out. Oh,
nope.
Really? Oh. Hit them. Oh, that was good. So yeah, if you push.
I was going to ask earlier if the game was honest about its zombie locations, but it does seem like those guys just materialized when it was time for you to get in the
a little
elevator.
bit, but I mean, they, you know.
There's one in the elevator with
shit.
you. Nope, there's another one. Beside you.
Oh.
Beside you.
Damn it. Run flats on the next floor up. You have to
Yeah,
find
zombie dance party.
your way upstairs.
Oh, fuck.
Are they similarly attracted to sound?
I don't think so.
Like, do you have to worry about using loud weapons?
Not that I'm aware of. All right, I don't think he's getting through there. Come on. Nope. Okay, I think I'm safe though. But on more than one occasion, I've gotten down to use my backpack, not paying attention. Oh, I really feel like I should take that guy out. Oh, I can't even open this. Okay.
Nope, he is trapped in there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh. This guy figured his way out, though.
Also, in a Dark Souls manner, you have to really time this swing correctly. You can't just hold it up and just wait for him to come in. It has a very deliberate pacing to it. So you really need to get that down pretty early because you're not going to have enough ammunition to take everybody out. You are really going to have to make use of the cricket. By and large, this game doesn't use the gyroscope stuff, but I can show... Wait, where are those guys coming from?
They're all right there.
Okay, they're in other rooms. If I pull up my crossbow, pull up this, and then I move the gamepad up, this switches to sniping mode. You can use the gyroscope in order to do that, but fortunately they don't force you into that, and you can just use the analog stick.
How do you feel about some of the other interface stuff where, like, all of the inventory management's all touch screen?
I think it's great. I think it's, I think there was certainly initial worry that, because this is not a multi-touch device, this does not have the same capabilities as, say, an iPad, that would become sort of an issue, but at least within ZombiU, don't have a problem with it. I think it's very useful to have all this stuff on the bottom. I think it's smart that the game keeps going while you're doing that inventory management, so there is a risk reward in getting into there. You cannot use the Pro Controller with this game. You can use that in the multiplayer, but that's it. One other thing you can do is, damn it, I don't have planks. If I had planks, you can sort of barricade that door. Try and buy yourself some time. Oh shit.
Saying you didn't even kill him.
Let's... Shit.
Oh.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
So this has been my most effective strategy so far. If I just wait it out, they should both get taken care of. But it gets real fucking dicey when you run out of this stuff. And the game also has done some really clever moments with. So there was a section where immediately the music triggered and there were like 6 zombies that appeared, which I could fight, but it was going to use up a lot of my ammo, a lot of my items in order to take them out. But it triggered when I was in front of a secret door in Buckingham Palace, and there was 3 of the numbers scrawled with blood, and the 4th one was kind of hard to make out. So you pull up the interface, and I won't be able to show it here, but when you go, so similar to when I go to the backpack, when you load up the keypad interface on the gamepad, you get this this view that you can manipulate. So
On
you
the-
can
on the TV, yeah.
On the TV, so you can see what's around you. And so I'm sitting here going like 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, trying to open this door. Was not able to get it. Didn't guess the right number. It was like 4, 3, 2, 6. I just didn't have enough time, so I had to break away and use all of my resources to take out all these zombies, and then had fucking nothing to show for it. None of them had any loot on them. It was a real dire situation. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Nope, just getting the fuck out. That's all that's left in here.
I could have not even. I should have didn't even come in this room. That was a total fucking waste.
Just used up a bunch of resources.
And yeah, you know, this is
That door's locked.
Maybe I do have to go through there.
But how do you get around? Oh, there's a door in the back.
Oh,
It's all barricaded. But it looks like, but it
here we go.
opens out also,
No, here we go.
so that barricade sucks.
yeah, there was an instance recently where. Oh,
Got a crawler. Nice rug. That other lady looks like she could be doing better.
yeah, like that.
Blood
That's
tub.
that's a lot of blood.
It's a lot
Hey,
of blood.
blood tub. I own that copyright. It's my upcoming film. You can also remove these barricades. So yeah, so there was a situation where there were 2 flares, and the flares are what I've been using, you know, to distract the zombies on top of this vehicle. But you don't have a jump button in this game, so ooh, yeah, handgun ammo in the blood toilet. Yeah, what happened here? Just a
Do you get a lot of that? Do you get a lot of kind of the contextual storytelling stuff?
Not really. I mean, they have this sort of stuff, but they don't have. There are not like audio diaries or.
I actually prefer the just putting it together
Sure,
from the
yeah.
aftermath of like, oh, these people barricaded themselves in, and then
Like this person committed suicide.
someone got bit, and
Like I think this person was probably bitten and dying, like
Yep.
hanging out in the toilet, throwing up blood.
Yep.
And
then
this girl committed suicide. She didn't want to deal with it. She was relaxing while her sister was throwing up blood. Washing machine in the bathroom? Is that common? Do people do that?
it's the UK, man. There's no rules over there.
So yeah, so I was trying to go for these 2 flares and completely fucked up my fall trajectory. Died.
All right, this is a little silly.
All right, hold on.
What's your plan here?
We don't have a good plan. So we're gonna try and just. Okay, wait. I haven't tried this item.
Use a mine.
So we're gonna do an elaborate. So these mines apparently explode when you put them on the ground. I will use a flare to distract them. I will then throw a mine on the ground near them, and then I will blow up that mine with my gun. That is.
You're not going to trust them to just walk over the mine?
I don't know. Well, let's see what the mine says. Okay, mine explodes on contact. Shoot mines to blow them up. Well, we'll find out. I'm not sure if I can toss the mine. I assume that would make the mine explode.
You don't know what the placement's like?
Yeah.
And
so
we only have one mine?
I'm hoping I can use the flare to push them into a corner, put that down in front of them, and then maybe one of them will trigger it. If not, I can blow it up. I've also got this shotgun. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, where's the shot? Oh, there it is. Double barrel shotgun. All right, let's go. Oh, there's a lot of zombies.
DJ Zombie does not seem impressed. Actually, none of these zombies seem impressed.
God damn it!
Ah.
All right, well let's I did not. Damn it! What happened?
I don't know. Like one of the zombies shuffled onto it or something? It seemed like you just set it down and then it immediately exploded.
All right, I guess I can show what it's like to get your equipment back, because I really want all my equipment back. That's a lot of stuff. I just got a double-barreled shotgun.
So where will you show up? You'll show up back at your little safe house?
Yeah. I'll get my equipment back, and then we'll stop there and jump into the multiplayer mode really quick. God. My elaborate plan sounded great.
Right. You're on your own then. Prepper out.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't seen this before. So you'll see on the gamepad screen the little zombie skull.
Yeah.
That is me.
So you're gonna have to kill old you.
Yep. I mean, I assume I am blown to fucking
I was
bits.
gonna say, presumably there's not a lot of other zombies in that room.
So that's what some of the risk reward comes up if you die in, say, an area that is not like part of forward progress. Like throughout the world, you can examine these cameras that will keep an eye on the world. And back in the safe house, you can load those areas up, and it'll say, "Hey, there's health and ammo here." So sometimes you'll want to go on runs. Like if I am not able to get
supplies,
if I'm not able to get my guy back, then I am starting from scratch, and maybe there's an impetus to go and scrounge for some supplies. Wait, did I come back to the right area?
It's up one more.
Oh yeah, I did.
There you go.
Yeah, it's in here. Oh, that. Now I'm never going to use mines again in this game.
Oh, be careful of zombies in this elevator.
So by and large, when you come back into the world, it will not respawn new ones.
Remember, there was the one in the elevator.
Right.
Who knows what happened with that one? I was just saying, I'm pretty sure you smashed that dude's head before.
Well, it will respawn idle zombies, which are like those, because sometimes they'll have equipment on them. So the game will respawn those for you. Oh, okay. It's still going to trigger that scripted sequence. Still going to trigger these guys. So there's two that dropped down, right?
Yep. There were at least.
Okay, so maybe it does. This elevator is bad news for the scripting in this game, apparently. I have not seen any of these problems before, but those zombies just keep disappearing into the world.
It's still gonna be locked.
Alright, I'm gonna go in this way. Oh, Ryan, what do you think happened? What's the state of this dance party?
Well, I'm gonna say, considering what happened with in here, yeah, everyone's fucking dead.
You know what? This worked out totally fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you ended up smoking everyone. That guy died, but you'll get your shit back, so it doesn't really matter.
Right,
I assume you have no personal or narrative attachment to the player character.
No.
Like, all it told you there was, like, this guy's a street vendor, and then clock started ticking. How long did you have this guy alive for?
An hour. The longest I've been alive is for 2.5. So you will come back alive sometimes.
Okay. But I've seen that. I've definitely seen the shambling version of your old self. Woo. It's a lot of stuff, man.
That is...
And your backpack's almost full.
And this is an upgraded backpack. You start with even fewer slots. Like, it's very Resident Evil in that sense of the stuff you have is the stuff you have. And you have to do a lot of inventory management. So I assume the thing I'm after...
Oh.
Bad party, bro. A lot of smashing skulls in this game. Can really get behind that.
I was gonna say, you know, it's not, it can't be that long because there's still electricity and stuff.
Well, yes, so like the newspapers in the game talk, like the newspapers seem to survive for a decent tick of time. So there was like coverage of the plague, kind of a cover-up happening.
Here. Your signal's fading. I'm losing you.
Oh! I don't know what to do. Oh, I could stand up here. Okay. I couldn't attack in that.
Okay, crouch in.
I don't know which direction it came from. These guys suck. You're not gonna come in here, are you?
He's gonna jump at you and fall.
That's fine. Do that again. Where'd he go? You have to knock these guys' helmets off. Oh, stay down. Nope. Nope.
Keep clipping through the wall.
Yeah, I'm happy to deal with that wall clipping. Shit. Oh, damn, my light. Power up, power up, power up, power up.
Why'd your light go out?
Power up, power up, power up, power up. So that's a junction box. Those junction boxes are... Okay, they don't seem to have noticed me yet. Switch to my shotgun. Hello. Uh-huh. That was satisfying. Where is he? Oh, shit. Ah! Fuck! So you can't do anything with those guys until you knock that off.
So they're all Kevlar'd and helmeted up.
Yep. Or at least, the couple of times I've tried to shoot them, it just bounces off. It makes me just wish I had just sat here and done this. It takes a while. These guys take like 6 hits.
These guys were just really into it also.
Great, I got a grenade.
So, like, deliberate movement on the little melee attacks, but it doesn't seem like it's necessarily super nuanced or...
Nope, it's just a swing. You don't get any control over left to right or diagonal. So it's not like like let's say Dead Island in that sense.
Sure, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Over here.
Also, sort of secret door.
Yeah, the game hasn't taken advantage as much of this stuff. Where like they've implemented a bunch of mechanics that are.
This is Sandra to all surviving Ravens. Nest 6, 18, 19, 22, and 34 have been raided by vultures. Situation still evolving. Run, come in. Sandra. Run, we're putting out in less than 12 hours.
That one scream when he's just going for it.
I swear. Answer me, for God's sake, run!
So this stuff it helps you just not deal with a lot of needless. What do I got? Let's use this. Oh, so I need a keypad number. Is it hidden in the room?
1527.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You want me to try that?
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you see that?
It was on your little screen when you were looking around.
Oh, shit.
It's right there.
I didn't even see that.
1527.
Okay. Oh, man.
Zombies coming. Zombies coming. Zombies coming.
why we stick to this. Shit. Okay, I've never used that.
Prepper here, you read me? Looks like it's heating up in there.
So that takes
Find the kitchen and
takes
use
them
the
out in one
rubbish
shot.
chute. It's your quickest way out.
Oh.
So you're at capacity.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this stuff I can actually use. Okay, I need that. That's my mission item. Animal meat. Ugh, I'm not gonna take that. Wait, let's see.
Bullets. I cannot take bullets.
Yeah, what do I want to get rid of? I'll use one of my health packs.
Small head kits, med kits or something.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Wait, I gotta acquire. So that shit was super useful. Like when it grabbed me.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of this game is getting a lot of its kind of visual distinctiveness from
I'll never forget everything.
some filter effects,
There
some specific lighting.
When you go outside. Oh. Fuck. I lost my pad. Oh, there we go. Like sometimes when you go outside, there's some really, really good water and wind effects.
Okay.
But it's, it is certainly not a visual tour de force. In a lot of respects, it totally is a launch game. Like, what it sets out to achieve is pretty limited in scope, but I think what it sets out to achieve, it does really, really well. Which is to create this really interesting risk-reward experience, which also plays into the idea like, hey, we're a launch game, maybe we don't have a ton of content, so if we make it harder and put risk-reward in the hands of the player, that plays to their benefit. The gamepad stuff works really well. I think it's a pretty amazing use of the two. It's certainly not something you couldn't do by just hitting start, but I like that usually in games where it doesn't pause, you lose the sense of what's going on around you. So at least in this game, when that happens,
are the environments generally kind of isolated like this?
Yes.
Like this seems like it is a level.
Yeah, it isn't. Again, now the Dead Island. Dead Island has this big open world, kind of do what you want. Like this is very directed. You can go back to previous locations to scout for additional items, but otherwise, I haven't found that to be a thing that I need to do very much. So usually, I'm just sort of booking it from one location to the next. I'm hoping I can get to a save point right here.
Do you have save points other than at your safe house?
No. But I just finished a major objective, and usually that's why the time of the game's like, hey, bro, this game's stressful.
We know. We made it.
But I'm not sure the location I'm at right now. I'm heading back to familiar territory, though. Or not. Oh. Oh, God, let's hope we can find a code, because this is a safe spot. Okay, so here's a specific instance where we cannot tell you. So you see that little letter on the screen?
Yeah, the
that's
little
related to
envelope
that. You can't do anything with that because that is related to the online stuff in some way. So, like, marks on your map. I don't know. Do you think this means anything?
Let's look at this weird pentagram thing again.
Can you decipher any numbers from that?
Prince's safe house.
What?
Prince's safe house.
Oh, yeah.
Prince is in there.
So
Let's
shit.
keep hunting around this room, I guess, because
Need code. I don't see anything.
I bet back in that scary red lit room is where the answers we seek are.
All right. So yeah, I just picked up a capacity upgrade. Those are permanent statistics that you can upgrade.
Go back there and shine your light on that little cove here. Let's see if there's... Here?
I think it has something to do with that painting. Like, I think the painting maybe has a hint that will maybe allow us to look at that diagram and decipher something from it. Let me...
There's still stairs over here.
Try to run ahead.
Oh, or maybe it's not time for us to get there yet.
It's possible. I suspect it has something to do with that feature that is currently inaccessible to us. But, oh wait. Okay, I'm in a... Okay, there's another safe house here. Back in Buckingham Palace.
Oh, okay.
And this should be another safe house. So in this right here, if you've picked up capacity upgrades, which I picked up a bunch, you can assign them to your various weapons. So I've got... I wish I told you what each of these... So the one on the capacity, I guess that's probably firing power, firing speed, and spread. So the shotgun, I would probably want to increase... Wait. Shotgun would want to increase the spread. Go validate. Firing power. I just keep putting stuff into my pistol. Oh, I can't anymore. Grab the capacity. Because whenever you spawn in new, you always have a pistol.
Okay.
So there is a incentive to have your base level weapon
be real strong
in a better place. Oh, a lot of the other one. All right, I'll save out. We'll look really quickly at the multiplayer just to show you what it does, but we don't have the right set of nunchucks and other controllers to do a full spread, so we'll save that for the live stream.
Let's do a little one-on-one here.
So what's neat about the multiplayer is that, you know, when Valve made Left 4 Dead, the AI director is the AI director. But, you know, like, what if you could be in control of that? And so ZombiU introduces that as a thing. So if you hit A. Okay. Also, I'm the king of zombies.
Yeah, there's a nice little description there on the screen prior.
Oh, look at that. That's a keyboard. Hold on.
You have to name me?
No, I just...
Yeah. That's me.
Back. Okay. Let's just go forward. I don't know why. Do we have to? Okay. Do we have to pick a name? Oh, why? Okay, I had to assign a name for scoreboard stuff, I guess. Alright, we'll just go with the default stuff.
So aim, shoot.
So this is the only situation where you can use the Pro Controller in this game. You have to use the gamepad when you're playing the normal single player. So on my side, I have the ability to drop zombies over the map. There are certain sections I can and certain sections I can't do that. So I'm trying to capture flags by sending grunt units there. You're trying to stop me from getting the flag. So it's like inverse capture the flag.
Okay.
Where the...
Welcome, ladies and undead. King Boris proudly presents the grimiest, goriest, most infectious show in town! Survivors versus Zombies!
So I've just placed a bunch of zombies. I'm just gonna keep you bottlenecked in here. So on my screen there are specific zones where you can and cannot drop zombies into, and you're sort of rate limited as well.
Level up for the king of zombies, Rats!
Ooh, I can level up. And also when you are in an area, you also change the spots that I can drop zombies into.
These damn bullets.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm dead.
So it's an interesting idea. I haven't played enough to get a good sense of like
you
what
clearly need the more players on the survivor
yeah,
side. For it to be more fun.
4-player is supposed to be way more fun, but it's an interesting idea.
Sure.
And it's better than the.
I don't love the feel. You know,
the mechanics are not
just the movement aiming stuff. There's a I can't pin it.
I'm okay with it in the single player mode because I think it plays into this notion of you are not very you're an average citizen. You're not very good. You're gonna miss most of your bullets. You're gonna die a lot. So I think it works actually pretty fine in single player. In multiplayer that's a little bit of a different scenario.
Sure, sure.
But
that's
in any case, that is ZombiU. Do not be put off by the really terrible name.
You think it's pretty good?
I think that they have some really interesting ideas. There's a lot of ways it could go with this in the future. And if you're looking for something that is a single-player experience that is very satisfying, it doesn't seem like Mario is going to cover that. Nintendo Land is not designed for that.
And there's not really anything else quite like this.
Nope. Especially
at least at launch on the Wii U.
Unless you're like passing on Assassin's Creed 3 on other platforms. This is a really interesting, good single-player experience at launch of the Wii U. Yeah, I think Ubisoft has done a good thing.
Cool.
So, thanks, Ryan.
Well, thank you, Brad. Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, you called me Brad.
I'm sorry.